I am live. Dun, dun, dun. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Friday Night Live. I have a dog slowly creeping up behind me. How is it? Oh, Bruno, and you're covered in water. Don't be slabbering all over me with your slabbering. What's the crack? What's the crack? Who's on? Say hello. Jump in the comments. Say hello. I can't interact if nobody is there to interact with. Bruno, you're all slobbery now. You're all slobbery. Bruno's here. Who else is here? Bruno. Nobody? There's nobody here. Maybe I know I was late. Come on over, Bruno. I know I was late, but I didn't think I was that late. What do you reckon, Bruno? What do you reckon? Who's on? Jump on. Say hello. You're very welcome to Friday Night Live. Bruno. Shh. Hello. Who's there? Come on. 3 people on. Hit them thumbs up. Bruno, what do you reckon? Bruno wants to be in on the live feed tonight. He's all up for it. Roddy, you're very welcome. How's it going? I'm going to flick this camera up in a minute. Bruno just wanted to get. Oh, look at the slabberation. The slabber. He's a slabber. He's an absolute slabber. I'm covered in slabber. How is everybody getting on? Roddy, how you doing this evening? It's cracking evening here. Freezing cold. It's winter. It's winter in May and freezing cold and a massive storm coming tomorrow. It's like, oh, you like that one, Roddy? Time marches on. Sing it. For whom the bell tolls. That's about as close as you're going to get to that for now. So, what has been going on in Woolys world since I was last talking to you guys? So I want to talk to you about the splitting video last weekend. But first, oh, nice one, Roddy. Nice. First, I just want to go over what I've been at all week. So a write-off of a day on Monday, last rain all day Monday. Just you wouldn't even have gone out in it. Tuesday, I don't even remember what happened Tuesday. Wednesday, guys, I got the jab. I got the COVID jab. Ooh, I got the COVID jab. It's fine. I was tired yesterday, but I tell you what it is. To see what those IM injections hate. And I somehow decided to do 100 press-ups a day for the whole month of May. And guys, listen, everybody who has donated, thank you very much. I think we have nearly £400. It's unbelievable. I can't believe it. Like 400 quid, and I'm not posting any videos about it. I'm doing nothing like that. I'm just getting up in the morning. And I'm doing 100 press-ups before I get the girls at school. Dan, English Woodsman, how's it going? So that's what I've been doing. So today, Marlon, how's it going? Today, oh, we have a Hulk. Yes, we have a Hulk. Woolys World has a Hulk. That video is going to come out Wednesday, maybe. I'm a little bit behind on videos, so I have 2 videos coming out this weekend, and I shot a video today that will come out Wednesday because I sort of got a little bit sidetracked by not recording videos because I was doing so much other stuff. So, guys, The Husqvarna 181 SE. I have it. It is ours. It is ours. I was running it today. I took it out. I cut down maybe 5 trees. I don't think so, Dan. I don't think there's a name on it. I haven't heard anything being mentioned. Are you going? You're going out camping in it, I bet you, aren't you? Bruno, what are you doing? Yeah, I knew you would. I knew you would, you madman. I was thinking about it. I've cancelled work. I was supposed to have a group in tomorrow and a group in Sunday. They're a long-term bushcraft camp, and they've been there for like a year and a half at this stage. The same guys coming every Saturday and Sunday. So look, and I was brush cutting briars and brambles. Had the Honda out, had the big Honda 4-stroke. That video's coming out this weekend, guys. I've been running the Honda 4-stroke. Yeah, I know it, and it was running great today as well. Maybe I need to. The chain I have on it is a new chain. It's not new, but it hasn't had a lot of work. But I think the rakers need to come down or something. She just seemed to be clattering a bit. I felt like it could do more, but only little small trees. But listen, the thing is that I went down to the woods today with the saw. And I popped it, just give it a couple of nice little gentle pulls, pulled it over, boom, away it went, and fires, and it's running 100%. It's starting 100% anyway, so there's no issues with it. Probably needs a good service and a good clean and all that stuff. But Dan, I was actually thinking about going camping this weekend, but I think it's just going to be crap. Well, definitely tomorrow morning is going to be bad, and tomorrow afternoon is probably going to be okay, but Sunday morning is going to be bad as well. Well, for us, it's going to be bad. So what that means for me is that because it's so cold as well, I won't have the kids in the woods. It's just a lot of work, just keeping them entertained and keeping them warm and keeping them ticking over. Whereas if there's, just have better weather, you just give them tasks and you let them off. But yeah, any big plans, Dan? Where are you heading? Are you out tonight? Guys, I have 7 people watching and only 2 thumbs up. Get those thumbs up. Yeah, Doug, it's a very hard chain as well. Very, very hard. So I'm not really sure about it. It just seems a little bit off. Do you know what I mean? And what I was actually going to do today, but I ran out of time because I planted like 50 trees today as well. So I was actually going to take the 20-inch bar off the Franken saw and put them on the Hulk and see how it ran like that. But I had to get a new chain tensioner for it. So, but yeah, that game was quite cheap. Got that all replaced and everything. Wayne, how's it going? You're very welcome. So I got all that sorted, and yeah, I cut down 5 trees with it today. So yeah, 100%. Cut down 5 little 4-inch trees with a 24-inch bar. Stand up and buck. Hey, I can see what they're talking about. There's no messing about. I find new chains can be quite clattery and hard. It's like the tooth is hardened, and it's not until nice, Doug. Roddy, it generally takes me a couple of sharpening, so you sort of run the chain and you dull it down a bit, and then you sharpen it up, and you sort of get it into, you sort of tune the chain to you a little bit, and then it runs better. That's what I always find. You might notice the way Buchan talks about, Buchan runs his chains right to the end until there's nothing left in them. So and I think that's for the same reason, so by sharpening them and doing all the work on themselves, you get to know your chain better, and I don't know if it actually runs better for you, but you feel that it runs better anyway. But yeah, it has been BPM. It has been an interesting week. The press ups have been kicking my ass. They've actually been okay. They've been okay. I figured out that if for the first 2 days I was doing 10 sets of 10, right? 10 sets of 10, and it takes you forever. And then I just went, right, no, do you know what I'm going to do? So I started doing sets of 20 instead. No way. No way. Is that the storm, or is that when you're camping? Are you going Vivian, or are you going, what are you doing? What are you taking with you? But yeah, so 5 sets of 20 works out much better. So you just sort of hopefully, Roddy, hopefully. Yeah, you gotta take, yeah, like a girlfriend, new girlfriend, Doug, you gotta take a file to them. Hey Doug, look what my brother gave me. What do you think of that? And I just noticed that there is an overdrive button. I was sitting there like playing away, going ding, 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 doing all my little chords and everything. And then I was watching this, and this guy says, "Yeah, put it into overdrive and play some grunge." I went, "There's an overdrive button," and I pressed the overdrive button, and it was like, and it was fun. Yeah, Marshall amp. He has this other one. He's going to give me. It's a big one. It comes in 3 different pieces. I don't really know. I never heard of it before. It's some fruit company. I don't know, some fruit company. I don't know, banana or something. It's not apple. Banana. I don't know. Yeah, stack. He called it. Yeah. So yeah, but it's some fruit. He said it's some fruit. I don't know what it's called. He said it's really old. He got it somewhere. Yeah, orange. Yeah, that's it. Orange. No, I'm only joking. It's not orange. I know exactly what an orange amp is. Imagine, hey. I haven't had one for 20. Can't say that too loud because she's down at the bottom of the stairs. But yeah, it's been an interesting week. It's like I'm getting everything ready for Red Branch, and it's like get ready. There's lots of inquiries coming in and stuff like that, and everything's starting to move on. And about it would take me about 5 minutes to sharpen the chin. No, probably less actually. Probably less to sharpen the chin. To sharpen the girlfriend. What? So, probably about 5 minutes. The bigger the chain, the longer it takes you to sharpen it. That's the toss up, isn't it? Some of these guys run their big yeah. Guaranteed. You see the little top handle chainsaw I have, the T525. That saw is a bloody screw magnet. It's like, you'd be up a tree with that saw 60 foot in the air, and you'd go to cut a little tiny branch and there'll be a nail in it, and you'd be like, I don't even get it. I don't even understand. Roddy, what are you using for sharpening at the minute? A Dremel is very handy. That's what I use for sharpening. Is I use a Dremel. I find it very, very fast, very, very easy. Yeah. I don't know. I do freehand the odd time, but I only freehand the wee saw because I just find that it's a little bit. It takes a long time. And if what I'll do is I'll just carry spare chains, just because it's quicker. Siobhan, will you turn off the heat? So we were out at Lily was playing a football match tonight, so we were out watching that football match, and it was freezing, freezing, just over the road at the local football pitch. And it was just so cold, so. So listen here, bushcraft heads. Dan, you might be able to throw in on this. So I put the video up, Dan, on my other channel, on the Red Branch Bushcraft channel, right, about Baco Laplanders. Okay, now I don't know if you guys have ever used folding saws or anything like that. So a Baco Laplander is a folding saw, a bushcraft saw, but everybody, 90% of the comments were, you need to get a silky gone boy, get a silky, get a silky, get a silky. And I've never used them, but I have met a lot of people with broken silkies. So that's what sort of put me off. So I was thinking of getting one to do a review on and do a comparison. So I'm just wondering if anybody has any insight into that. They might maybe jump into the comments and let me know. If not, we'll just sit here in silence until somebody says something. Yeah, you see, Wayne, I have one of those power sharpeners as well. One of those grinding disc things that you pull down. A mate of mine gave it to me, and I have never even plugged it in, not once. So, I don't know, but I think you have to take the chain off to do that, don't you? You have to take the chain off the bar. So AHA, are you on? There's that spark plug I was talking about. Uh, 5 minutes. 5 minutes you're talking about. That is a 20-inch bar. 20-inch bar. So you're talking 74 teeth, is it? Is it 74 teeth? Something like that. Roddy, do you have a Dremel? If you have a Dremel, you can buy little sharpening stones, little sharpening grinding things for, like, you get maybe, and they're about that size. Okay, you get them all different sizes for all different gauges of chains, and you'll pay about $5 for 10 of them. And don't get the Dremel ones because they're no good, but you can buy diamond ones, and it lasts a really long time, and that is what I find the fastest. That is the fastest way I can do it. That takes off the least amount of steel. A Dremel or any rotary tool, even the ones you get in Aldi, are the same thing, and you just buy the bits for it, you know. Yeah, Woodsman, I have a few videos on it. I don't know if I can send you a link. This is the problem. See, I've never tried a square file at all, and I've watched Buchan do it, and I have just, you know, you're putting 84 mini chisels, you know, on your chain. Woodsman, if you type in Dremel chainsaw sharpener, you will get. Sorry, my arm's really sore. Tell you the truth, Doug, I've found it's made no difference at all. You just go shorter. That's it. So what I do, if this is my tooth, I go 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5, but I'm moving it back and forward as well, and then on to the next one. Listen, I have done it every different way that they talk about. I've turned it round and only gone from one side. You know, I've done that. So I've done every second tooth this way, then turn the bar around, and every second tooth makes no difference whatsoever. So what I do is I just get the saw, I just put it in the vise, you know, and I just sharpen this one that way, then turn like this, then sharpen this one this way, and then this one this way, and this one this way, and this one this way. And no odds. And you guys have commented on how sharp my chains are before, and that's how I do it. And I have mentioned it in videos before, and you know, and I guarantee, I guys, my most popular video of all time is one of my first videos, and it's about me unboxing the Dremel, right, and using it for the first time. And you know, it's one of these videos where you nearly want, where I sort of be thinking about turning the comments off. You know what I mean? So, well, it's got 65,000 views, so I don't want to get rid of it. And even though I have videos that would be nearly exactly the same in content and in tags and in description and everything else, except they're more up to date, and it's me doing it much faster and without everything, without the unboxing and all that there stuff. They like just, you know, you're talking 2,000 views over 3 years or something like that, you know. So it's weird. But here, we didn't hear this. So do you remember last week I was talking about how one of my videos on Red Branch bushcraft had blown up? Well, not literally blown up. The war's over, lads. We can't just blow up stuff anymore. But oh, somebody's making popcorn. But so getting ready to do the live feed, flicked over to Red Branch bushcraft because there was the video came out this evening, and just wanted to see what was going on in it. And it was like my views are like 3,000 something views for the last 24 hours. And I was like, what the hell is going on there? And I have a little short video on Red Branch bushcraft of a campfire, and it has got like 3,000 views. No bother, Dan. I can send you a link on Facebook if you want later on or tomorrow. But definitely, let me see now. No, wrong button. Sorry, just give me a second. This is it. Oh, it's 137 thumbs down. That's a lot. That's one of my first videos. Let me see. 357 thumbs up, 137 thumbs down, 68,908 views. I will, if I ever get a video like that again, I'll be doing well. It's definitely not one of my best. One of my best. Anyway. I've seen the ones that you plug into the cigarette lighter of a car. They're quite handy, but they're just basically a Dremel, except you can't change the tool. They're the same sort of thing. So now, Roddy, who moderates the moderators when he gets a wee bit out of line, huh? Small battery powered what? Anywho, guys, who was surprised? Let's go axe splitting, okay? Roddy, this is it. Suddenly things get out of hand. I don't know, Woodsman. I've never tried them. I did have a Dremel, you know, like a rechargeable Dremel that sat in a cradle, and I found it was absolutely shocked. It was terrible. It was a terrible thing. It was the batteries didn't last in it. I'd sent it back twice, and it had come back, and it was always the same. Whereas you would fully charge it, use it for about 5 minutes, and it would be completely dead. It didn't take batteries. You just sat it in the cradle, and the battery was built into the handle. Probably like a little 10 amp drill now, you know. So who was surprised? Who was surprised? Let's talk about Sunday's videos. Nice, John. Good man. Good man. Who was surprised by the video? Who would have thought that the Husqvarna? Well, who would have thought that I think that the Husqvarna is a better axe? Is she sitting there with you, Roddy? Yeah, 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 Doug, I can see it. I would like Husqvarna to make one longer. I think that would be a real winner. I'm surprised that they don't. If unless maybe I've just uh, missed something. I know that the X27 would be a completely different animal, but maybe a little bit of a mistake. Hello, Mrs. Roddy Ferguson. She's going to kill me now for saying that, isn't she? Is she holding you down? Has she gagged you? And she's typing all this now. So the sure, listen, I know, I understand. No, I'm just saying, Woodsman, just calling out the stats. I think the fact that they have just put that wee bit more extra thought into how it swings, I think really sealed it. That's the, and that's the thing. So, but if you had the X27, the Fiskars X27, and a Husqvarna of the same length, I think. Roddy. Different story, an absolutely different story. I was surprised at how. Okay, put it like this. I know I said it in the video. Put it like this: when I was splitting with them, yeah, Doug, pretty much. When I was splitting with them, making the two first videos, I would have said they're exactly once. Hang on, I've got other stuff open here, guys. Is the internet okay there? When I put the two of them head to head, guys, when I was splitting that second one, especially, the difference was unreal, and the difference was how it was going into the wood. Okay, it was just boom, just biting in, biting in. Even though the Fiskars was sharper out of the box, remember? So unless it was my amazing sharpening job that did it, but I really don't think so. I really don't think so. So where would Friday Night Live be without a bit of knife sharpening? See, Doug? You see? I'm a purist as well, Doug. Sorry, you can't see that because I have a white t-shirt on. Nice tear there. Did you see that? So, yeah, that's the thing. That is the thing. Like, I'm a purist. I do enjoy these wooden handle axes and stuff like that. I would never have considered it. Never. Only you guys were on to me about it, and Doug ponied up and bought it for the channel. I would never have considered. Now, I have considered one of the bigger Fiskars, right? But that's only because it's heavier, right? Because I want to try a heavier maul. I want to go back to a heavy maul and see how I get on with it. Because as far as I remember, the Hultafors is only about 2.8 kg as well. Okay, so 2,800 grams. So, which to me isn't heavy. It's not heavy. You swing that like it's nothing. And that beach that I was splitting, guys, that was the same stuff that I split for Splitter Wars. I know. People watch that Splitter War videos, guys, and I still get comments on it. People are like, they're obviously have been watching these videos, shaking their heads, going, this guy's a madman. What is he doing? Why is he doing this to himself? Get a bloody log splitter. You think? I sort of like swinging an axe, swinging a maul for the sake of swinging them all. It's like getting firewood is like an added bonus. Do you know what I mean? Like, so going out and swinging an axe for an hour is a really good exercise. You know, it's really good for your back, your ass, your abs, you know, your core and all that stuff. So that's what I was thinking of getting heavier. I do have a 10 pound sledge that I do go out and swing the odd time, but then the police came and it all got a bit awkward that time. So well, Doug, that is it. And Doug, I am sitting on a big stash of building material right now. Marlon, thank you very much. Thanks, man. Thank you. I don't. No, I generally don't. Yeah. Yeah, John, to tell you the truth, composite handles, yes. The cheap ones. Those two axes that, guys, get in there and give Marlon a big thank you, okay? Those axes that the Fiskars and the Husqvarna, there was absolutely no issue whatsoever with vibrations or anything like that. Not once. Not once did I go, you know, and we've all used those stupid fiberglass handles, right? You know, the yellow ones. You know the ones I'm talking about. Everything vibrates up through them, you know. But they weren't like that, I have to say. Maybe because they're hollow. I don't know. Yeah, well, you see, it's hard to beat nature. It's hard to beat, you know, it's hard to do better than nature. Okay. You know, we use wooden handles because they are perfect for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, it's, you know, it's here's what you do with negative comments, right? I have a little trick. People come on and give me a negative comments. Most times, a negative comment will be a personal remark on Woolys World. So it'll be somebody will say something about me being really stupid or something like that, which is somebody just looking for a reaction. So what I do is I pretend that they have just given me the most amazing comment I've ever got in my life. Right? And I gush. Oh my God, what are you? Oh, that's so nice of you to say, and just layer it on and then never reply. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, apples to oranges. Yeah. Sorry, this arm is sore. This is where I got the injection. Where I got my my vaccine. Sore. It's sore, and I wouldn't have been able to do this last night to tell you I was wrecked yesterday evening. Absolutely wrecked. So, but sure, listen, it's done now. It's done now. But yes, so I would have said, going from the amount of Fiskars that there are out there, right? Now I am man enough. Do you not see me man enough? The amount of Fiskars that are out there, and the fact that I have seen so little about the Husqvarna axes, I would have thought that the Fiskars would have been a better axe. But it just goes to show you that Husqvarna do not put as much marketing into their axes as they do into their chainsaws and motorbikes, you know, and Fiskars, it's all about the marketing, isn't it? Fiskars, you know, do you know what I mean? I did see it. They look sketchy enough, boy. Sketchy enough. You know, and I was looking at ash trees today. No, I was up on my auntie's the other day doing some brush hog and brush cutting for her, and I was looking at all the wee ash trees up around her place, and they're all dying as well. Bloody dieback, isn't it? It looks like we're going to lose the ash as well. Yeah, some of them look good. They were serious trees. Now I would have been cacking myself cutting those. I definitely would not. Yeah, that's not what I mean, Doug. What I mean is that Husqvarna they just don't seem to be pushing it. Like I went and I googled it and I was looking at these axes and all. And then I was on YouTube and I saw only a few videos, and some of them were quite old, you know. Yeah, you know, and that's the thing. You go into B&Q and it's full of Fisker stuff, full of it, you know, which would put me off. B&Q's a terrible shop. The stuff in it is absolute cack. Do you know what I mean? So sorry, cack. Cack is an Irish word. It's probably a Gaelic word as well, Roddy. I mean, shit. So I'm lost. I'm lost. Yeah. Okay. So Fiskers. Yeah. So the Fisker stuff. You know, but I have looked at the loppers because a good pair of loppers is important to have, and I actually they cost about the same as the axe. They're expensive. They're quite expensive. So, yeah, it's funny that, Roddy, isn't it? Celtic League, buddy. It's the Celtic League for you. So I would have. Here's a funny thing that I read a long time ago, Roddy, that will just interest you and nobody else, right? Absolutely nobody else. Yeah, probably, Doug, probably. But like, I don't even see it. Listen, the God's honest truth is I see far more advertising from Still than I do from Husqvarna, okay? And the only advertising I see from Still is when I'm rewatching my videos to see if there's any issues once they've been uploaded, and I always get a Still advert at the start of them, the battery powered advert or something like that. Roddy, so back in the day when Ireland was basically one big monastery and it was full of monks and it was this center for learning and stuff like that, and the Celts were here and stuff like that. There was well documented passages and trade between the northeast coast of Ireland and the southwest coast of Scotland, right? Very, very, it was all the time. They were sailing back and forth. And they asked the monks, right, and the Celts, did you not feel that it was dangerous to go over to the west coast of Scotland? And they said, no, of course it's not, because that is part of Ireland. So back in the day, that part of Scotland, you're talking a long time ago, that part of Scotland was considered to be part of Ireland. There you have it. You're not Scottish at all, Roddy. Bloody Irish. Hey, Bruno. Is the cat in there? Is that what it is? Bruno. Silence. Roddy's away contemplating his life, wondering where he went wrong, why he doesn't have an Ireland jersey. Cheers, Doug. It was enjoyable. It was good, and I haven't split wood since. But I had a nice little fall today, maybe like a 5-inch tree, maybe about that thickness, right? It was leaning this way. I needed it to go that way, so I aimed it that way, and it went that way. I was like, yay! And the camera was on as well. I was as surprised as anybody, to tell you the truth. Roddy, so you're nearly Irish. Yeah, I couldn't believe it, and it was down in the forest, down in Red Branch as well, and it, you know, and it didn't get hung up or anything, and it just fell. It was one of the bigger trees at Red Branch, but it was starting to lean a bit. So I thought, get that out of the way, get more light in and stuff. So, and I planted about 50 trees as well. So, yeah, that's it, Roddy. That's it. We're all related. Well, the Scottish, the Irish, and the Welsh, aren't they? They're all Celts. And the Bretons, isn't it? From the northwest coast of France. What did he say to that? We're all brothers in God's eyes, aren't we? Or is it dog? I don't know. I'm a bit dyslexic when it comes to the church. Yeah, sorry. I know. That was a terrible joke. But listen, yeah, a funny week, a nice week. And long may it continue. It feels hope, but guys, it's so bloody cold. We had snow in the mountains there yesterday, and it's like snow. It's May. There was frost yesterday morning? Frost. Crazy weather. I don't know what's going on there. So, but I've no other wild crack. I'm trying to think now. Well, it opens your eyes and it puckers you up. That's what it does. Sorry, that's what I was going to say, Doug. They were big trees, boy. They were big trees. I would definitely have been contemplating my life's decisions, cutting trees like that down, especially them being standing dead wood as well. Like, when the bark's peeling off like that, when you're going to cut something, you sort of be like, oh, I don't know, be very brittle. It's crazy, John, isn't it? It's crazy. So, but listen, and it's good firewood. That's the main thing, isn't it? The ash is really, really good. Yeah. Yeah, Roddy, that's yeah, me too. No, sure, it just would have went. And that first one you cut, when you did the scan round, I thought there was a big bloody widowmaker hanging out the top of it as well. I was like, oh, Jesus. Nice looking spot, but where's that? Yeah, definitely. It would have been pucker up and let her fly. I must see if I can find Peppy. How's it going? You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. The Friday Night Live with Wooly. It feels like this white t-shirt is very, very white. Roddy, damn you and buying me new clothes and everything. But what was it? Jeez, I can't remember what I was going to say. Good man, Doug. Good man. And do you get to keep the firewood? Or was it at your buddy's place? I saw there was somebody else with you there. But listen, tell me this. Who was at Buchan's live feed on Sunday night? I was there for a little bit and it was just crazy, boy. Absolutely crazy. So I went, nice. Well, and does he bring a lot of trees down? Or was he just helping? Is that the one you showed me pictures of, Roddy? In that private forest behind your house? See, it's tough, boy. Those rotten trees, they're so hard to know. It's so hard to know what's going on the inside. Like some of those big beech trees that I had for splitter wars and everything like that. Like one of them was on the ground and it was like maybe 60 foot long, 50 to 60 foot long. And when I cut into it, it was maybe 15 foot or 10 foot of actual wood. The rest was the top of it was rotted out and the bottom of it was rotted out. Like, and I mean sponge. Yeah, it's always nice to be a smart friend and a stupid friend, it's good to it's always good to have the guy you can go, but you can't cut that down. Oh wait, you see this? I do it, flattened by a tree. All right. Well, I'm turning into that guy. So yeah, so my uncles will ring me and say, "Oh, there's a tree. Will you come cut this down?" Okay. Yeah. Where's Wally? But so yeah, I'm still at the stage where I'm looking for more firewood as well. I need a big score. And Roddy, how did you manage to get a couple of trailers of firewood? That's what I need, boy. Nice, John. Nice. Pallets are good, man. They're good kindling. I have some old fences out the back. I must cut them up with my new circular saw that hasn't even seen a battery yet. I must cut them up and make some kindling in them. But what was I going to say? I need a notebook. I swear to God, I'm so all over the place. Yeah, so no, a firewood score, guys. I need a firewood score. Bill, how's it going? Yeah. We have two moderators, and I was actually thinking about this earlier on today. I was thinking to myself, I wonder what would happen if I just made everybody a moderator. What would happen? That means that no comments would be held. That means that everybody could say everything they want, anything they wanted, and YouTube would probably shut down the channel. You know, Doug, no worries. So, you know. Oh, Roddy would take the hump because he wouldn't be a moderator. Well, he would be, but everybody else would be as well. So yeah, I feel like I need a big score. I feel like I need. Well, I was thinking about it the other day. So the way it works is that every 2 years or so, I get a big score of wood. You're talking about maybe 30 loads, 30 pickup loads or something like that. So, and that basically gives you enough, right, to keep you going. Because I have this winter's firewood stacked since last year. So the stuff, when I'm talking about looking for more firewood, it's not for the winter coming, it's for the following winter, you know. So that's why I have all those different stores. So, but I still be looking at that store and it's empty. Well, it's not empty, it's half full. Yeah, same here, John. I'm the same. Good man, Pilk. Work will fairly curtail the old online activities. I'll tell you that. Roddy, I would never take that away from you. Never. I'm the same, John, all the time. And I have what I call chainsaw envy as well. So I'll be doing something and I'll be like, what's that? Huh? What's that? It's a chainsaw. Somebody's running the chainsaw. Who's running the chainsaw? Why is somebody running the chainsaw and I'm not running it? Why is that not me? That person better not be getting firewood. If they're getting firewood, is there any of it for me? And that's what I'd be thinking to myself. I think that every chainsaw that's turned on in the country, I should have a part of it. And it's, you know, it's not like I've been running it's not like I run it every day. Do you know what I mean? So no, and say that I ran the chainsaw for 3 days this week, you know. But one day was the top handle. So I went down the Red Branch. Yeah. I know, John. I hate it. And I'd be driving down the road, you know, see all these big Balcast yokes going past, full to the neck of timber, full to the neck. So, well, Pilk, that's the way to have it. Hey, that is the way to have it. I am my own boss, except for my wife, but I am my own boss when it comes to work. So, like, for example, it's going to be a very bad day tomorrow. So I just went, work's cancelled. Not opening camp tomorrow. The weather's going to be too bad. Whereas when I worked before, I would have been no. There would have been no, Wally. You need to go. You need to go out and deal with that group. So yeah, that's the way to do it, Roddy. You see, and by sticking your nose in, by sticking your nose in, that's how you get the score. Yeah, it's freezing, Pilk. Freezing. So Omega Turd. All right. Yeah, it's very, very cold. Zentezua. Exactly. By sticking your nose in, that's how you end up getting a big score. So I was out the back of the house one day and I heard a chainsaw going and I got in the truck and I went up to the guys that were cutting the trees. And I says, can I get those trees off you? And they said, yeah. And that's how I scored those 8 beech trees. So, Omega Turd, how's it going? Omega Turd. Yes, thanks, Kieran. So, yeah, no, I don't think so. So that's how you get the score, guys. If you're not at it full time yourself, or if you know anybody, guys, builders are a good place for builders. Guys, a builder will go in and he has to build a house and he will knock down all these trees with a digger, right? And he'll burn them. No interest in them, right? Get them out of the way as quick as possible so we can build a house, right? You go. Yes, it is. Bushcraft is cancelled for tomorrow. So yeah, I put it up. I put it up on Facebook earlier on. Hey, who is this? Who is a megaturd? Sorry. Okay, so guys, builders. A mate of mine is a builder. Oh, Davin, how's it going? Sorry, I didn't know. Obviously, can't see your picture or anything like that. So yeah. So now be nice. Davin is one of the kids that comes to my my bushcraft camp, Roddy. He's 13. So yeah, so a guy I know, he drives diggers, right? Drives big track machines and stuff like that, building sites all over the place. He was showing me pictures and he was showing me that he turned up on a building site and he was a day late and they were burning like 5 sycamore trees, and the boss was like, sure, what am I going to do with them? So, and if he is, if he can basically take whatever he wants. So he just like cuts up, fills the van every day. See, he's late for work every day, fills the van full of logs, takes them home. And it's just there's too much. So he said, like, he said to me, if there's ever anything close, he'll give me a shout. But obviously, Jesus, John, yeah, I wouldn't even bother pulling the nails out. Do you know what I mean? Hey, listen, none of you regulars, guys, if you're just on here and you're going to be filling the thing full of spam, I'm not even going to show them. So, but that's yeah, you burn anything, especially if you have a stove, guys. Especially if you have a stove, anything goes in them. So. But I need a score, man. I need a score. Some big wood, big wood. I must get out. Must get after that beach that my mate cut down. I don't know. So, not you, Davin, not you. Thanks. It's not water. It's vodka. It's not. It's water. It's water. Where's Pat? Pat's normally my one. It's water, and it's all gone. Look. But I should ask the crack. I really feel, guys. It was so cool to a new chainsaw for the channel. Unreal, unreal. And it is Woolys world. You know, that's it. To a T, right? It's a Husqvarna and it's green. Basically everything I own is nearly green. I love water too. It's good for drinking and you can swim in it and you can also wash with it. It's handy. It has a lot of stuff going on. I give you some next week, Davin. We're all cancelled this week because, oh yeah, here, I'll give you some tomorrow. Just go stand outside. There's going to be plenty of it coming from the sky. But it's... So tell me this. Now, here's a question for you. When it comes to the Fiskars and the Husqvarnas, the Husqvarna's orange too. Stills are white and orange. Husqvarnas are orange and orange. The Hulk is green and orange. It's green and it's orange and it's a chainsaw. Who of you guys have used the big heavy Fiskars axe, the big heavy splitter? Somebody's downstairs shouting at a dog. Poor old dog. Poor old dog. I would like to give it a go, but I really feel like that for a big splitting axe like that or a big splitting maul, you need big wood. You really need. The wild thing is purple. It sure is. Is that a pull-on? Is it? Like crazy 80 chainsaws, hey. You know. Let's make a purple chainsaw, man. Call it Wild Thing. Fish poops in the water, Ronnie. The fishies poop in the water, and we drink the fish poop. Some hidden messages going on here between Pappy and Doug. I know what's going on. Okay, I've missed something. Marlon, what did you see? Really? That's at the ISO mall. Well, there's two of them, I think. There's one that's got a big rubber head on the back side of it, and then the other one is like a sledge, on just like a normal standard sledge. But there's like £40 in the difference in price. Okay. The large axe, yeah. They're about 50. They're about the same price as the X25 here, plus shipping. So I was looking at one of them, but then you end up, and that's 1, 2, 3. That would be 4 splitting axes, 5 actually, because I have another one up in my brother's house. 6 actually, because my mate's got one as well. 6 splitting axes, If I get another one, I can use one every day of the week. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. So what can you do? That is the way of it, isn't it? No more axes until I get some wood. That's the thing. There's only 6 days in the week. Oh, only 6. Yeah, here, listen, Roddy, that was some haul you got the other day as well. Hey, all those spoke shaves and draw knives and everything. Hey, class, boy, class. How much did you pay for all that? Guys, I know where Roddy gets the stuff. Some people just have a knack of getting stuff. Sometimes I can get really good deals and stuff, and people used to say if I fell out of a plane, I'd land on a mattress and roll over and find somebody's wallet. 60 quid for all that. Jesus, man. I was looking at a draw knife on eBay the other day and it was 60 quid for the knife on its own. Mental. I must have a wee look and see if I can find another one. Something a bit cheaper. Keep an eye out for a draw knife for me. And it's fun, John. And it's fun. It's I don't know. Sometimes I feel that if there's certain things that you have to explain to people, that just won't get it. You know. So keep an eye out for me, Roddy, and let me know. Do you know what I mean? So, people say to me, why do you go camping on your own? Camping. I say camping. I haven't slept in a tent in years. Why do you go out sleeping in the woods on your own? So I can't explain it. Well, I can explain it, but you won't understand. So it's just one of those things. Everybody has their own thing that they enjoy doing. So splitting wood being one of them, John. Well, it is for me anyway, and it warms you 3 times, and it and it is you are providing for your family in a certain way. You're providing for a family and for your family. It's hard to put that into words. Okay, so it's not the providing. It's like we're all hunter gatherers, right? We're only a generation, 2 generations away from that. And convenience has robbed us of that. It has robbed us of our ingrained working the land and providing food and providing fuel and all that there stuff that we would have done probably up until our grandfathers. So our grandparents would have still done this. So we're only 2 generations removed from that. So that's still in us. There's still a want to provide for our family, and I think for a lot of us, the closest we're ever going to get to it is splitting wood. And when you split wood and you have all this wood that is providing warmth for your family for a full year, it gives you a very strange sense of, not a strange sense, it gives you it's hard to put it into words, but guys, you know what I mean. Like it gives you, it's fulfilling. That's what it is. So to it's like going out and shooting a deer or you're planting a whole load of crops and everything that's going to keep your family fed for a whole year. So it's yeah, Andrew, yeah, it definitely does. That's a good way of putting it. It's really good for you. It's really good for you because you're focusing. Really, it's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. And I would say none of my grandparents would have known Irish, would have only spoke English, and probably back even the generation before that would have only spoke English as well. So, God knows, like you're talking back to the 1700s. Yeah, heavier nicer, It is. Not and that's it. And that's why the let's split this. That's where that idea came from. Okay, that's where the mental health aspect came from, because I was splitting a lot of wood and I was getting a lot of benefit from it. A lot of benefit, so because it centers you, it distracts you, it takes you out of your primitive mind, and it puts you into your frontal cortex here, and so you're it's sort of like Zen. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to describe, right? Some of your best ideas you have come when you're in the shower. That's because your brain is distracted, and it's the same with splitting wood. Or it's like when I used to be building camper vans and stuff. If there was something that was really couldn't get my head around something, I would go for a run or I would lift weights. And when you're doing those other activities, that your brain would suddenly, bing, decide, and that's you're using the learning part of your brain and doing these activities, so that's why it's so good for you. So no way. So you're cousins. Well, that's the thing. Hey, you know, you never know the amount of Irish and Scottish people that are lost in America. You know what I mean? So I have cousins all over the States, all over Canada. You know, so because half our family emigrated, the other half stayed. So it's crazy, crazy, crazy. Uh, so that's why I would say to a lot of people about, you know, splitting wood. People say to me, "Why do you split your own firewood?" You know, all the time. Why people go, "You have a lot of firewood there." And I'd be like, "That's about 4 weeks there." You know, that's about 4 weeks there. Uh, so I would be like, and they all just think you're a bit mad. Not guys, I'm sure it's different for you guys in the States and stuff like that when there's so many people are just when so many people, a warm feeling, Marlon. Yeah, that's it. Guys, because so many people do it in the States. Uh, your great grandma looks like a Native American man. Are your great grandparents natives, Doug? Natives? I don't know what the yeah. Native Americans, isn't it? Everything changes all the time. You can't even say anything, or you're wrong. Oh Jesus! So I saw something. I've been talking to the girls about Queen, the band, right? Talking about Radio Gaga, Flash Gordon. Everybody remembers Flash Gordon, Ming the Merciless. You know, childhood movies. You know, and I was googling. No, Lily was talking about hairstyles. And somebody had this little thing like this on their head, and I says we used to call that a Ming the Merciless, and she didn't know who it was. So we got talking about music and stuff, and so I googled Flash Gordon or Ming the Merciless to show Lily a picture of Ming the Merciless and this little thing on his head like that, right? And they want to remove the movie Flash Gordon. They want to get rid of it because the fact that a white man is playing an Oriental villain, okay, is racist. And I was thinking to myself, has nobody seen Blazing Saddles before? if, I I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, Pappy, I can't speak German. So I don't understand how these people can look back on a movie that is made in a completely different era, you know, a completely different mindset, you know, and they're talking about pulling it because a white man is playing an Oriental. Uh, no problem, Doug. No problem. I'd love to kickstart it again and just keep kickstarting it. Oh, thanks, Peppy. Love you too. Uh, so I know, but Blazing Saddles, like, you know, when you think about it, absolutely mental film. That was a mental film when I was young. You know, I thought that was a mental film. I watched it as an adult, completely under the influence of various different substances, and thought it was a mental film. I watched it completely sober and thought this is a mental film. It is mental. That is a very good point, John. There you go. I think maybe the cartoons, he was supposed to be of Oriental origin or something like that in the comics. Sorry, in the comics, because the film is based on comics. So something like that. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't. I was like, here, would you quit? I know. Everybody gets offended at everything. COVID has sort of dampened that down a wee bit, and the general lockdown and stuff like that. But everything is offensive to everybody. Jesus, what would happen if you got a punch in the mouth? Do you know, like, you know? Okay, You know, it's Roddy Ferguson. How could you say that? How could you? My God. Shocked here. I'm shocked. Shocked. Doug, what tribe were they from? Sorry, had to ask. We're Celts. That's our tribe. Celtic. Me and Roddy. Probably John as well. The Queen music's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Roddy, strangely quiet. Oh no! Oh no, Roddy! What have you done? If she kicks you out, I'm backing her here. Okay. You know, saying something wrong about Queen is dangerous territory. Queen is great. Queen are an absolutely fantastic band. But here, tell you this. Yep. Roddy's bringing me down, man. Roddy, don't be coming at me with those negative waves, man. Don't be coming at me, okay? Masterpiece. Yeah, funny talking about Queen today. There you go. Oh, Roddy is right. You've hurt Pilk's feelings now, Roddy. Tut. But yeah, so do you remember back in the day you were at school, somebody insulted you and you ended up in a fight, right? Somebody insulted you, you insulted somebody else. You know, so what happens now? Do you know what I mean? So do people not fight anymore? Everybody's offended by everything, but do people? Queen were great. Thanks, Peppy. Lightening the mood there. Lightening the mood. It's just so crazy. The world has just gone crazy. It's like stuff has to be put into context, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? It has to be. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe 43 is too old now. Maybe I should just go and yeah. I'm offended first because Roddy doesn't like Queen anymore. Even though he's never actually said he doesn't like Queen. So here, listen. Bohemian Rhapsody. Masterpiece. A musical masterpiece. The first music video ever made. Do you know what I mean? So it's funny. It's funny. Guys, thank you. Thanks for hitting those thumbs up. Thanks for watching my videos. And thanks for getting into the comments. I have one chainsaw video coming out this weekend. And the Honda brush cutter video is coming out this weekend, even though I have been using it for 2 weeks. Triffin, you're very welcome. I am literally just about to end this in the next 30 seconds. I'm really sorry. You're only an hour and 14 minutes late, if that helps. Sorry. John, what? Guys, excellent live feed. You have made me laugh so much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Listen, get into the comments. Make sure you are hitting the thumbs up on those videos, and I will see you in the next one. Stay frosty.